Hey everyone, welcome to another update video that I'll be giving you guys here. This is be the update for August. It's been another very quick and exciting month here. So I wanted to go through a couple things that we did over the course of the month, a couple key things we added into the product. In addition to, in this video, I'm actually going to go through and give you a cool new trick. One of the features that we have in the product is utilizing Ekahau to upload a floor plan and also place APs in the correct location and actually assign names and really even orient those APs as well through Ekahau. So we can take that ESX file and upload it through the MIST dashboard and then name all the APs and place them on the map. So I'm actually going to show you a quick demonstration on how to do that and how to use Ekahau for that. But before we do that, let's go through a couple of the quick updates here for August. First and foremost, we made some changes and some additions to Marvis. As normal, we usually upgrade or update Marvis once a month. And this month, what we did is we added in a new Marvis action where we're actually looking at the AP firmware to ensure that the AP has the correct version of firmware. So sometimes when you upgrade the AP's firmware, it may not be online. For whatever reason, the AP didn't upgrade its firmware with the rest of the access points. So the first thing that we'll be doing is an AP health check to verify that that AP is running the correct version of firmware, what is assigned for the site and what the other APs are running at that site. And if for whatever reason that AP is not running the correct version of firmware, it will alert you through a Marvis action. So in this case, we can see that we have a couple APs here that need to be upgraded. So we can select one of these access points. We can then click upgrade, and it'll actually tell you which version of firmware it's running and what version of firmware it needs to be upgraded to. So this is a great new feature that we have here. It's still beta. We'll actually be adding in some additional functionality later to be able to look at some more errors and whatnot that we're seeing on the AP and be able to show you new versions of firmware that may resolve those issues. But for now, we're simply just making sure that the version is consistent with what the other APs at the site are running. So the other thing that we added is a new Marvis query, the ability to actually look for clients based on IP address. So as you know, today we can find clients based on host name and MAC address. So now we've added the ability to list clients on IP, and we can even do partial IP as well. So the query is pretty simple. It was simply just list clients with IP address, and we just type in a partial IP address, 10.2, for example, star, and we'll say during the last 30 days. So now we've seen all the clients here that have had an IP address of 10.2 something for the last 30 days. And this would include clients that have ever received an IP address of 10.2 over the last 30 days. So we can expand all the addresses that these clients have had that we've seen that MAC address obtain in the last 30 days. So new Marvis query that you can use to list clients based on IP address. The other feature that may not be widely used for many of you, but I know there's one customer that's watching me right now that likes this feature and has needed this feature. And I'm really excited to announce that we now have the ability to configure Aeroscout within the UI. So we can now set up the Aeroscout integration and use it via UI. Up until now, it's been via API. So all you need to do that is click on an access point, scroll all the way to the bottom, and you can configure your Aeroscout server. This can be applied via device profiles as well, so you don't have to configure every AP individually. We do need a specific version of firmware for now to run Aeroscout, so if you are interested in testing Aeroscout, let us know and we can provide you the correct version of firmware. We continue to innovate on wired assurance, which is the ability to manage and monitor Juniper EX switches in our dashboard. And of course, in August, that was no exception. One of the biggest changes that we made with managing the switches here in August is we made it very, very clear whether or not that switch is actually being managed by MIST or not. We have the ability to just simply monitor and grab telemetry data from EX switches. Or we have the ability to manage those switches as well. So some customers may not want to manage the switches. They may want to continue to do so via CLI, but receive that telemetry data into the cloud. So this way it's very evident whether or not that switch has been managed by the cloud or not. With that green bar, it's clearly visible that it's being managed. We've also added in some new port configuration capabilities where we can define other things like link aggregation, speed duplex, PoE capabilities and whatnot. Also, for those customers that are using MIST Edge, we have now the ability for you to upgrade missed edge yourself in the dashboard. Up until now, you've had to use our support team to upgrade the software. You now have the ability to do that directly here through the dashboard. So all you have to do is select the correct version and you can upgrade missed edge. Downtime will probably be about 30 seconds or a minute. It's not very long, but obviously we recommend you schedule a maintenance window because the tunnels will be disconnected while missed edge is upgrading. The other thing I'd like to show you guys is a brand new member of our Mist AP family. That is our AP12. You may have heard of it. I've probably talked to many of you about it. You actually saw it during our video last month from MFD, where we talked about the AP12, the AP33, and the AP32. I'm excited to announce that I actually have one, so we can actually show you in the flesh the actual AP. So this is the AP12, and for size comparison, you can see that the AP is about the same size here as an iPhone. So pretty similar size, very small. There are 4 ports of Ethernet there on the back of it, 3 of which rather are managed directly by AP12 through the cloud, one of which provides PoE out. And then there is a 4th port that is a pass-through port. So on the back of the access point there, there's available ports there for you to plug in, both one that power the AP and the other one would be a pass-through. The other thing too is that we do have a set screw that has been set in on the AP. Hopefully that can zoom in and you can see that there. So that's a set screw that's been set in with the AP, so you don't have to worry about fumbling around the access point to try to get that AP to get that set screw installed. And it also comes with a mounting bracket as well. So the mounting bracket clearly just goes onto the wall, and then the AP is securely mounted to the bracket, and it's secured onto the wall. I'm actually going to show you a quick video on how to install the AP12. I did a quick demonstration how quickly it is and how easy it is to install. So I'll go ahead and show that to you now. All right, everyone, let's do something fun. Let's go ahead and get this AP12 installed into the wall. Of course, AP12 here is our wall plate access point. We're going to be using the bracket that it came with. This is kind of the default standard bracket there, and we're going to be putting it here on my wall outlet here. Out of the wall, I have my network cable, which was connected to a switch providing PoE. And I just wanted to go through and kind of demonstrate how easy it is to get this AP12 and how quickly we can get this AP12 installed, and how the final installation looks once it's on the wall. So what I'm going to be using for this is nothing more than just a simple hand screwdriver. You could use a power drill or an electric screwdriver if you'd like, but I'm just going to go ahead and just use good old manpower here and show you worst case. And also to demonstrate how quickly this is going to happen, I'm just going to take my my phone and go ahead and start a timer. And we'll actually time how long it takes to get this done. My goal is to get the AP up and on the wall in under a minute. That's the goal here, even if we're using a hand screwdriver. So let's go ahead and get this party started. Let's get the AP up on the wall. So I'll go ahead and get the timer started and we'll get going here. So I'm gonna start the timer. Go ahead and click start. And yep, there we go, we're good. Let's go ahead and take the cable, plug it in through the hole. Go ahead and mount this up here on the wall. We'll take the screw and go ahead and set that in with a couple turns without the screwdriver. Pretty standard, typical stuff. And then we'll go ahead and take the hand screwdriver and go ahead and put that in so it's nice and snug against the wall. Clearly we could get this done much quicker if if I had an electric screwdriver, but we'll go ahead and do just worst case scenario. And before I give it the last couple turns there, just make sure it's nice and lined up on the wall, and then we'll take our AP. We'll go ahead and plug it into the Ethernet connector on the back of the access point. Go ahead and put the cable through the wall, and then just secure this guy right on the wall. So now it's secured. I go ahead and click stop, and sure enough, we're at 52 seconds. So that's pretty quick. The AP is up on the wall. Actually, the one last final step that you could do if you'd like is to go ahead and secure that set screw that's on the side of the AP. To secure it down. So you could secure that, but that's only a couple turns. Go ahead and secure that screw down. But just so I can demonstrate how easy it is to get off the wall as well, on the other side of the AP, there's a little hole where you can take a paper clip or something to disengage, because right now I can't pull it off the wall, but I could take a paper clip and just push it into this little hole in the side, let it click, and now you can pull it off. And actually now that allows me to show you that the AP actually is here it's actually connected. You see that little green light there showing that it is connected, that it's online and broadcasting in SSID. And once clients connect to it, you would see that blue LED there too. You can turn that LED off if you want to. It doesn't have to stay on. But that's the installation of the AP12. Super easy. We'll go ahead and plop that back onto the wall here, get that installed. And you heard it click. Now it's on the wall. Looks really nice. Blends right in. So really easy install. Anybody can do it. If I can do it, anybody can do it. And that's the AP12 or 8211AX wall plate AP. So I hope you enjoyed the quick video showing how to install the AP12. It's really easy, simple. Looking forward to getting those APs in your all's hands. We actually already have a customer that has 2,000 of them deployed. So they're our first higher ed customer that had purchased a large quantity of AP12s. They are up and running in their resident halls right now. So we already have a customer that have deployed those. Everything's going well. So let us know if you'd like to see any more information on the AP12. And finally, for this month, I'm going to show you a quick video that I've recorded previously, is to go through and explain how to use Ekahau to place APs on a floor plan within the Ekahau software, and then upload those locations into the MIST dashboard. And we can actually assign matching AP MAC addresses to host names as well. You can do all of that through Ekahau. So really cool feature there. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to that video real quick. But as always, guys, it's a pleasure working with you and enjoy partnering with all of you. Please let us know if there's anything we can do. I'll be in touch with you again next month. But until then, stay healthy, stay safe. We appreciate it. Thanks so much. We'll talk to you later. So the next method that I'll show is the Ekahau method. So we can actually take a file from Ekahau with a floor plan, scaled, APs placed, take that ESX file, import that file into the MIST dashboard, and then the APs can get named, they can get placed, the maps can get uploaded, they can be scaled, all with using Ekahau. So if you're an Ekahau customer, you use Ekahau for predictive or pre-site survey work, this is an awesome option for you to use, because you could basically do your work all in one spot, upload that information to the MIST dashboard, and it would be able to retain all of that data and work you've already done in Ekahau. So in the dashboard, if you've been following along with some of the other demos I've been doing, I've already cleared out the AP, so it's just the standard AP that's here. I've also removed the floor plan that we were using earlier, so there are no floor plans, but we're using the same site that we were before. Now, Ekahau will not claim APs to an org, so we do need to make sure that the APs have been claimed to at least the organization, so that we can then assign them to a site. So again, same process we discussed earlier. Just go ahead and put in that claim code that we have, make sure it's assigned to the org. We don't have to assign it to a specific site, and just click claim. So now that AP has been configured as an unassigned access point. So let's go ahead and pull up Ekahau here. I have the same floor plan that we were using previously, so nothing crazy. I just basically Googled floor plan and then got the first image that popped up. But what I want to do is I want to add in a access point. Just it can be any AP. You can select generic, or you can choose a specific MIST model if you like. It doesn't really matter what you choose here, and go ahead and place it on the map to where it's going to be in real life. And we're just going to go over here to the actual AP settings, and now we can change these settings so that we can actually assign a specific AP to this location and also assign a host name. So I want this AP's host name, let's say we want it to be living room. And I just file that with a space, and then I'm going to put in the MAC address of the AP, and that's it. So now that I have placed that AP in the room, I have assigned it a host name and a MAC address. Now the system will know when I save this file that when we upload it into the MIST dashboard, whenever it sees that access point, it's going to claim it to this site, and it's going to put it in that location and change the host name. So if we go back to the MIST dashboard, we go to location, live view, we actually want to import a floor plan, and we'll choose Ekahau. Notice there's another option for a CSV. An easy way to upload APs as well, or claim APs to sites, is providing MAC addresses and then the corresponding host names. If you don't want to have to worry about placing them on the specific map, you just want to get them claimed to a site, you could always use a CSV as well. But we're going to go with the cool method here. We're going to show the Ekahau integration. So I'm just going to pull that document up, and we have that here, and we're just going to say import. So now that it is actually imported that AP, we want to make sure that the APs have been matched successfully. Notice that it says that we have no unmatched APs, but we do have one matched access point. The system has already found, based on my naming structure that I provided in Ekahau, that we already have this MAC address that's been assigned to the org. I have now claimed it to that site, and I have changed the host name. And you could also change it to different APs as well. So if you just provided the actual host name in the Ekahau file, but not the MAC address, you could actually choose from a list of the available claimed APs to the org which AP this one would match to if you wanted to, but this has all been done here in the Ekahau import. So if I go back to my access points menu, we see that that AP is now claimed to the site, and the host name has been changed to living room. It is actually currently offline, so that is correct. We don't need it powered up in order to assign it to a site. But that's a great way of using Ekahau in order to get those APs claimed into your site, and then allow the installer to just install them where they need to go. And as soon as they come online, they'll come up within about, as we demonstrated earlier, about 40 seconds, and you're good to go. So that's the Ekahau import option that we provide for provisioning of APs.